Take a deep breath. We have made it through the mindset heavy lifting, and now we're on to the next section, strategy. It might sound dull, but this is a very exciting section, and I cannot wait to dive in. In the upcoming 2 sections, the strategy and skills section, we will apply all the mindset goodness to your daily practical tasks. You've rewired how you think and act as a business owner, so now it's time to get tactical with that new mindset in place. This application will immediately start showing you how powerful mindset is. So today's focus, strategy, a plan of aligned action that solves problems over time and translates your big vision into daily momentum. But in the modules that follow, we're going to discuss strategy tools that are more on the actionable side and less theoretical. Because I want you to be able to immediately take these tools and apply them to your business. We'll focus on understanding the 2 types of strategy and why both are crucial. Business or external strategy and personal or internal strategy. You need both. In this section, we'll also dive into the real world strategies that fuel growth. And this is where it starts to take shape. Strategy is your map and it gives your vision structure. It's what turns big dreams into measurable progress, knowing where to go next. So welcome to strategy. You've got this. So for this module, you are here at step number 4, take inspired action. Now that you've laid the foundation with mindset, we're moving into taking aligned inspired action, and that's what strategy is all about, making intentional moves that align with your vision and your energy. Strategy supports mindset because internal shifts are now matched with external structure. So let's jump into what that means. But first, our fire point challenge for today. We've got 3 points again today. So as usual, we'll watch the full module. But our first point today is for you to identify one area you know needs a stronger strategy. So that could be social media, content, your customer journey. Number 2 is a writing prompt. I want you to reflect on a time when strategy or lack of it impacted your business. And number 3 is our social post. What does strategy mean to you right now? I want you to post that to social and tag Rose Ember Foundry with #Ember Method. So what is strategy exactly? Most people think of it as marketing blueprints, launch plans, and content calendars, and that's true, it is that. But it's also something deeper. Real strategy is the art of solving problems over time with focus, clarity, and intention. Strategy is a plan of aligned action. It's how you decide what to do, when to do it, and why it matters. So it's not just a list of tasks or goals, it's the thinking behind those tasks. Strategy turns your vision into a roadmap, giving structure to your actions so they lead somewhere specific. It answers questions like, what are you building? Who is it for? How will you reach them? And what moves the needle for you, not just in theory. In business, there are 2 types of strategy. There's your external strategy, so that's what works out in the world, things like marketing, SEO, pricing, funnels. And then there's also our internal strategy, which is how you work best, your learning style, decision making, and creative problem solving. Real strategy blends both of those because it's not just what you do, it's how you think, prioritize, and adapt when things change. So think of it this way. Business strategy is very much your tactics, your data, and your best practices, while personal strategy is your habits, your systems, and how you approach problems. You do need both because they operate to complement one another. Think of it this way, a killer SEO plan won't matter if you don't have the time or the motivation to implement it. A smart social funnel won't work if you keep putting off your content creation. So that's why we pair strategic skill building with personal systems that work for you. So business strategy plus personal strategy. So how do you do strategy? This is the elephant in the room. This is the question that clients are sometimes afraid to ask because it might seem too obvious. But let's talk through this. You do strategy by thinking before acting and by creating systems that help you act with intention, not just reaction. It's not some big separate event, it's something you embed into everything you do. So those steps really involve a few things here. Let's talk through them. Number 1, clarify the goal. What are you trying to achieve specifically? It could be more clients, better visibility, higher conversions. Start here, or you'll just stay busy and not strategic. Number 2, you need to assess your resources and what you have on hand in terms of time, tools, skills, support, and know what's realistic for you right now. Strategy that ignores your bandwidth equals burnout, trust me there. Number 3, choose the right methods. What's the smartest path to get to your goal? Is it SEO? Is it social? Is it PR? Is it email? Partnerships? You do not want to do all the things. Do the right things. Number 4, embed strategy into every project. Before any new task, ask yourself, why am I doing this? Who is it for? And what is the outcome that I want? So this turns your strategy almost into a habit and not a hurdle. So whether you're building a website, launching an offer, posting on social, that 60-second strategy check keeps you aligned, efficient, and really purposeful. Number 5, you want to create a repeatable system. Once you know what works, turn that into your habit and your workflow. Maybe it's a checklist, but systematize it. Strategy sticks when it's systematized. Number 6, review and adjust. Track what's working. Adapt as you go. Remember that strategy is not a one-time decision, it's an ongoing refinement. Does this sound familiar? This is a very strong parallel to the 7 steps of the Ember Method. You do strategy by asking the right questions, aligning with your goals, and building habits that support your growth. So make strategy a reflex, that first initial, where am I going with this project? Not a separate step, right? So let's build that reflex together. In the coming modules, we're going to break down traditional marketing strategy as part of focused and important areas of developing your business. That's all your business strategy, right? And help you choose what works for your business. So you'll learn to develop a personal strategy in tandem with everything else so that you support your energy, creativity, and consistency. And remember that all of strategy is really a natural part of project management as a whole. We will also explore how to make decisions based on your bandwidth, your goals, and your growth stage. Because strategy really isn't just what should I do? It's also how can I show up to do it consistently and confidently. With that in mind, we'll discuss each of the following strategy modules with an eye to both personal and business strategy. Activities and resources, the book Playing to Win, fantastic book, and article Strategy versus Tactics by Harvard Business Review. In the vault, we have the Strategic Planning Journal template. This is a really great one. We also have a vault resource called Your Personal Strategy Grid, which is a simplified version, and we have a strategy checklist. In terms of activities today, we have a writing prompt. What part of your business do you feel the least strategic about? What's one area you've already used strategy successfully? And how can you support yourself better this time around? We also have some applications this week. I want you to look at strategies that you've seen others use successfully and then ask yourself, would this work for me? And then choose one area to focus on and commit to building a strategy around it in the next module. Our first point today is for you to identify one area you know needs a stronger strategy. So that could be social media, content, your customer journey. Number 2 is a writing prompt. I want you to reflect on a time when strategy or lack of it impacted your business. And number 3 is our social post. What does strategy mean to you right now? I want you to post that to social and tag Rose Ember Foundry with #Ember Method. So remember, strategy turns wishes into goals and goals into results. Strategy is just momentum with a map. It's about knowing your direction, owning your choices, and building systems that support you as you grow. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a plan that's aligned. So let's chart your course and let's make it yours.